I will tell you that unless you've been living under a rock, I had what might be, it was a beef with Lindsay Hubbard from Summer House.
Yes. No, I don't agree with you, and I gave you lots of reasons why I didn't agree with you. Because I've been watching this show from the very, very inception, and you have not.
Remember, we had a little argument.
About? Oh, I know, about me telling you to clean up all the time.
No.
Something like that?
It doesn't matter.
It does, because I don't fucking remember it. I like to remember our fights.
That fight between Pinky and Locally.
Epic. Iconic.
It has been broken down to the white meat.
I don't want to watch a show where I feel like everybody doesn't really like each other and they're in it for the check or what it's going to bring. It's got to be there. The real story.
It's called constructive criticism, Lindsay. And the fact is...
No, it wasn't. It was not. You said she is overrated. Is it working?
It's working.
I ask you every single time.
You got to check.
Double check.
You don't want to play games with the recording because the gold is in the recording, and so are we. Hello. Welcome to Rapaport'S Reality, the podcast where me, Michael Rapaport, and my wife, the gorgeous, talented, patient, super duper patient, Kebe Rapaport, and I break down all things reality TV, all things popular culture, and a few interesting tidbits about our relationship. If you've never listened to Rapaport'S Reality, welcome. If you've never listened to Rapaport'S Reality, subscribe, rate, and review. I know all the other podcasts that you cheat on us with also ask you to subscribe, rate, and review. Nobody's exactly sure what subscribing, rating, and reviewing does, but it helps all the podcasts, even the ones that you cheat on. And follow us on Instagram at Rapaport'S Reality.
I know one thing. I was very, very patient with that introduction. That was long.
It wasn't that long. I'm looking at the timer.
You weren't even looking at me. I was like, what are you doing?
Well, let's just tell the people. So we had a meeting with a family member earlier today. And I'm going to tell you, the D in dysfunction in my family, and we'll just stick to my family because Kebe, it was somebody in my family that we met with. The D in dysfunction in my family is, matter of fact, the whole thing's capitalized.
It should be a reality television show.
It wouldn't work for reality TV. Babe.
It would be too depressing. It would be so like, oof, wow.
Maybe on TLC.
Like more like a docu-style sort of thing, right? Like
it would be.
I think it would be funny.
It wouldn't be, babe.
It'd be like Curb Your Enthusiasm meets.
No, it wouldn't be.
Shawshank Redemption.
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't be funny. It wouldn't be funny.
So you're bringing up our
if
lunch date.
If it was funny, I would be like, let's fucking do it.
Right.
But it wouldn't be funny.
Yeah, it doesn't feel funny sitting there.
Anyway, so before we had this meeting with said family member, Kebe said, "You want a Xanax?" And I said, "Yes." And now we're not Xanax people, and I don't think I've ever taken a Xanax before sundown.
No, for sleep, I've occasionally given you a half of a half of a half.
This 11 in the morning.
Yeah,
and I feel like between the Xanax, the driving, my just general excitement, I'm excited.
I think my coffee, like I got new coffee beans. I think they were a little too. I gave you an extra shot this morning. There's some energy happening, and I blame it on the lunch date. I do because I think what happened was this is what impromptu lunch date, and I think what happened, you gassed yourself up beforehand, like you have to take precautions when you're doing that. You psych yourself up, like it's got to go well. Or
psych yourself out,
right? And I think you do both at the same time, and I think that takes a lot of energy, and so it's difficult. But
lunch with said family member actually was good,
totally fine.
And the weather in New York is beautiful today.
Yes, it all went well.
Everything went fantastic. I am hopped up on a mix of Prozac, some new coffee beans, and a half a Xanax. I know people half a Xanax is nothing.
I think it was a Lanzapram. I don't know.
What'd you give me? You don't know what you gave me?
I'm not sure what it's like my emergency stack in case I have a panic attack.
What's a Lanzapram?
A Lanzapram or one of those prams, one of those benzos.
But I thought it's called Xanax.
Oh, I think yes, you're right. I don't sound very confident. No, you're right.
What other fucking
what I
pills do you
gave you
have,
has
babe?
the generic name on it. It is a Xanax.
Okay. That being said, a lot has happened since the last Rapaport's reality episode, and it was completely happenstance. It just happened, which is the way all of my social media things just happen, whether it's sports, whether it's politics, whether it's something serious, or something lighthearted. I will tell you that unless you've been living under a rock, I had what might be, it was a beef with Lindsay Hubbard from Summer House.
Yes.
Full transparency.
Yes.
Kebe and I were watching Summer House the night before I did my video. And I said, I always feel like Lindsay Hubbard, again, I'm a fan. I'm a fan first of all of them.
Yes.
Whether I think they're quote unquote annoying, whether I think they're quote unquote overrated, whether I think they're the antagonist or the protagonist. I say this all the time. I'm a fucking fan.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I was on a plane with Lindsay Hubbard once.
Right.
I wasn't a big enough fan to say anything to her.
Yeah, not with her. I mean,
no, but I was on the same flight.
She didn't see you.
No, she didn't see me.
And you got off and realized who it was when she was walking away, but it's not like you said hi to her.
No. And that's important because
maybe she did know you were on there.
No, she didn't see me. She was in front. 99.9% of people that I watch on Bravo, I won't let them walk through an airport without saying something to them.
Right.
That being said, I respect her as a G, a Summer House G. I respect her whole thing. We watched a fucking show.
Right. We're fans. I get it. We've said that. But here's the thing. While watching said show, you made a comment.
And I said to you.
You said, I can't remember exactly the wording. Do you?
I think I said something to the effect of, is Lindsay Hubbard overrated? I think I said, Lindsay Hubbard's overrated. Or do you think Lindsay Hubbard is overrated? And you were like, no, babe. And you gave me the female perspective. And you said...
I don't remember what I said, but I told you, what I said was, no, I don't agree with you. And I gave you lots of reasons why I didn't agree with you. Because I've been watching this show from the very, very inception, and you have not.
Right.
So I've seen her come in with Carl. I've seen her with the other boyfriends before. Like, I kind of understand her rough edges in a way. And with women, I get why we put on that armor. So I'm not harsh with her. I think she's a good friend to a lot of the girls. I think people love her. And
you also said her getting left at the altar by Carl made her more beloved.
Beloved by the fans.
Especially the fans in this world because it's
she was essentially the underdog, I guess, for lack of a better words, with a man leaving you.
And Babe basically said, Babe being Kebe, Kebe basically said, you didn't say, because I didn't say I was thinking of doing a video.
No. I said, don't say it to me, because you said it another night we were watching, and I was like...
No, you said don't say that. And I think you were saying, like, don't say that out loud.
Yes, because sometimes I worry when you have these thoughts, because when you make videos, you are so impulsive, and there's no rehearsal, guys. When he makes a video, he is a one-take wonder with these things. And a lot of people, when he's saying some things that are like disruptive or somewhat, I never think they're controversial, but they're in the world, in the climate that we live in, it's not a roast, okay? It's not like a roast situation where you can say whatever you want. Now, so I always sometimes think, like, is this marinating? Is this potentially something that he may insert into one of his videos? So I honestly, a lot of times I say, I wouldn't say that. And I don't mean to me or in general at the coffee shop. I mean on a fucking video.
Right, a video or a podcast or
yes, like
Watch What Happens Live, whatever.
It's like when you talked about Janet Jackson.
That was another one.
Not having any hadn't made
I said
an
she
album.
Ain't popping no more. No, she ain't popping right now. This was a big controversy.
When she did the Super Bowl, because you were like, what songs is she going to sing? She hasn't made, an album.
She already did the songs, and when the whole thing happened with Justin Timberlake, and there ain't been no new songs since.
Yes.
And people,
it was
shit,
bad.
That was crazy.
I think you have said something about Ariana Grande.
I said something about Ariana Grande.
And that wasn't good.
I never said anything about Taylor Swift. But I will say the Janet Jackson one was
hardcore,
crazy.
I had to leave you that on your own. I didn't. I don't know.
Black women and gay men.
Yes,
that's not who you want to be attacked
terrifying.
to.
Terrifying.
That's not a good group.
So,
black women and gay men on social media?
No.
They
will read you the long version. Babe, here's the thing.
Yeah,
I honestly,
and they fucking did. I duked it out with them motherfuckers, but you got to be careful because some woman said something. I said, well, excuse me, ma'am. Your wig is crooked.
Huh?
The woman she said something about me and the way I look, and I said, excuse me, ma'am, your wig is crooked.
You did not.
Yeah, I did. I'm going
to have to lock you up.
I did say,
You know what?
Because whatever she said was fucked up. I said, well, your let me tell you something. Avatar picture, you could at least fake it. Like the fact that you put yourself in a fucked up wig in your avatar picture is wild to me because anybody could look good in an avatar picture. Like you could edit it and re-edit it.
Right, I could give myself an extra layer of hair. I understand that, babe, but you have to understand, we're dealing with the show. This is a different generation. We're out of our league here. You can't say anything as a white cisgender man, according to Lindsay, an old man, about women or people. And like, you got to be careful. No, you don't have to. I'm just saying, I knew at that moment that if that was something that was brewing for a video, abort. And you did not.
The next day, Kebe and I were not having our best day. And I was thinking about not having the best day in terms of getting along. We weren't having a great day.
We weren't?
No. And then
Wait, back up, babe. I don't know what the fuck you're talking. Why?
Remember, we had a little argument.
About? I know about me telling you to clean up all the time.
No.
Something like that?
It doesn't matter.
It does, because I don't fucking remember it. I like to remember our fights.
It was the one at the granola bar. Remember we had that?
That was one of the, I blame that on your mood.
Okay, whatever the case.
That's why I'm so patient.
That's why I just said we weren't having the best day. I was going into the details.
Yes, okay.
And people were like, oh, tell us about that.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're moving on. We're going about our business. I did the video, and in the video I said, play that clip, Miles. Full transparency. My counsel advised me not to say what I'm about to say. This is a hot take on Lindsay Hubbard and Summer House. I was advised not to even speak on this as a straight, cis, white male. However, I can't be silenced. I won't be silenced. Currently, and I say this with all due respect, I know your history. I know you were left at the altar. I know you're a queen. Old Mother Hubbard. Young Mother Hubbard. Whatever you want to call it. I don't want to get myself into trouble before I even make my hot take. But currently, is Lindsay Hubbard the most overrated person on Bravo? Respectfully, it's been 2 years since Carl left you at the altar. And I was with you then. It's been 2 years. Is it time to let it go? Lindsay's entire storyline for the last 2 seasons has been Carl, and Carl. Hating Carl's mom, hating to hug. What else you got, Lindsay? Respectfully. She's been minding Carl's business. She's been minding Amanda and Kyle's business. What about you, Lindsay? Again, respectfully. I know this is a hot take. I know people like, she's a queen. Yes, she's a queen. She's all those things. But what have you done for me lately? Now, I said in that video a few times, respectfully.
Yes.
I called her queen.
Queen, yes,
I
you did.
acknowledged I'm a cis white male because I know that the language that a lot of the reality TV world use, they like to, say cis white male. I wanted to how I identify. People identify as they, thems.
Yes.
She, hims. I was identifying myself as a cis white male because they might be like, oh, well, he. And
Wait, I don't remember you saying.
I did. It's in the video. I said cis white male.
Right. That's right.
I said cis white male.
Right. You
and
did
I said
say that.
queen, and I said respectfully.
Queen and respect, and we're big fans, that kind of thing.
It's called constructive criticism, Lindsay. And the fact is...
No, it wasn't. It was not. You said she is overrated.
I threw it out there. I asked the question.
You surrounded it in a bouquet of really lovely things. And I got to be honest, you guys, I saw it earlier. Remember, I saw it. I try to stay off the phone. I can't, this with the world the way it is, I stay off the Instagram and the thing in it. And that's a bone of a contention between us. You're not posting, but I'm not. I'm just not doing it. But I happened to go on Why? And why? Oh, and I saw it. And you sat down with me in the living room and I started laughing. I said, this is good. This is funny because you covered all bases. I sometimes cringe when I see your video, but I laugh and cringe and I go, I think it's funny. I don't know how the rest of the world's going to think it.
Cut to our bad lunch. Cut to 3 hours later.
Yes. You're downstairs. We had a timeout. I left you alone. I was upstairs. You were way downstairs.
Put me in timeout.
And I was like, I'm not messing with this fool for a while until he changes his tune. But
then Lindsay Hubbard, who I didn't, this is the truth about social media and me. I'm telling this to people, and Babe, Kebe already knows this. Whenever I put anything out on social media, I literally, sometimes I'll think I have the smartest, cutest, stingingest, funniest, brightest opinion about whatever it could be. Popular culture, Housewives, sports, something more serious. And you never know who's going to see it, who's not going to see it. If there was a way to bottle it and contrive it, I'd fucking do it all the time.
Oh, right, because you posted about Michael Jackson not wanting to see the movie, and you had all these black people commenting, and you're like, I thought they left me. I thought they left me 3 years ago. Like,
yeah,
you didn't know you had black
from.
fans anymore. You haven't heard from them, and you say something about that, and then all the people are...
And they were all like, and they encouraged... Anyway, when I did the Michael Jackson thing, as we said on the last podcast, they encouraged us to go see it, because I was like, all these people that I know are saying, go see it, Mike, go see it. And that was what made us go see it. Anyway... Fucking, I post the video. People are liking it. People are like, I agree. No one said anything negative. They were like, you're right. This is true. All she talks about is Carl.
Yeah.
And then about 2-3 hours later, Lindsay Hubbard
oh my goodness.
goes on her stories and she says, Miles Jordan, play that clip.
Dear Michael Rapaport, you want to say something? Turn your fucking comments on. Don't be a little bitch. You don't want to do that. If you want to start a media war, happy to go to war with you. You're an old white guy who's making comments about a much younger single mom. Did you forget that I had a baby? You think my only storyline the last 2 years has been my ex? Okay. Maybe keep watching. You'll see a very long overdue conversation coming up between Carl and I, and you'll learn a lot. But overrated, I still have a lot more years to come, baby.
And Kebe came downstairs and she was like,
oh my God. So I saw it and my heart dropped because she looked like...
You're so mad.
Yeah.
The first thing I thought about was Lisa Rinna.
Totally.
You're so
I
angry.
did too. But my stomach dropped. Because I'm not a fan of Lindsay. I'm a fan of the show. She's like, her venom is strong. Like I see it.
Pissed.
She goes off on people. And I was like, she had the ring light and she was walking in through a hallway and she was a little shaky. And when she said the words, if you want to go.
She said, if you want a media
war.
And she goes, if you're going to say something about me, leave your comments open. Don't be a little bitch. And I'm thinking to myself.
Wait, your comments weren't open?
No, I don't know why she said that because everybody was like, his comments are, my comments
always.
We're open 24/7, 365.
Yes, always.
I said to myself, when she said, don't be a little bitch, I would say, excuse me, ma'am, I don't shave my chest hair. Like, watch yourself. Because I said respectfully.
No, listen, his wife don't shave her chest hair either, so watch yourself. So the reason why
Say that again.
Yeah, no, I don't shave my chest either. You want to go? You want to rah-rah? Like, you don't know Mrs. Rapaport.
You don't know Mrs. Rapaport.
Not many people have had to know Mrs. Rapaport, but I was like, so my stomach dropped for two things, because this is why I'm not on the internet.
You don't like confrontation.
Because I don't like it, but when it's offered, I will go so hard, it would ruin your life. So, like, I don't like that shit. Watch
Especially
yourself.
when I said respectfully.
Right, and it wasn't all like that, and she was coming at you with vitriol. Like, she was shaking in the media war thing.
She said she's a single mom.
And a single mom.
And she doesn't like when old white men attack.
I was like, come on.
And I'm
now.
saying, Lindsay, sweetheart. And then I had to look up how old you're because you don't look that young.
No.
Respectfully.
Right.
You don't look as young as some of the other castmates.
And you ain't a single mom in the Bronx in a tenement
You're not in
apartment.
the projects.
Yeah, you're not in the projects. So chill.
You're not on fucking food stamps.
Yes.
I'm a single mom. That's a choice you made. You wanted a baby.
Yeah.
You wanted to be a mommy.
That whole thing is so bizarre to me.
I'm a single mom.
I don't know why that is the thing.
Great, you're a single mom.
Right.
That's
There's women in Africa that have babies that carry the baby on the top of their head with a gallon of water, a bucket to go get some water.
they're not
in
saying I'm a single mom. In the projects.
No, it's not that deep. It's not that serious. I just don't know why the old white, I'm a single mom,
and
media
then bitch.
war, bitch. Like, this is like.
But I just want to clarify, and I say this with respect. Maybe you're not familiar with who I am, Lindsay Hubbard. Hubs.
No, because he could stay on your ass for forever.
Hubs. So I'll bury the whole. I've gone to war with way.
I mean, yes, you have. You're unafraid. I'm not afraid either. I just don't like it. I think the world should be,
especially when the intentions were so good,
right? And the intentions were funny and sweet. By the way, if you're in a reality show and motherfuckers can't comment on your life,
and should it only be gay men or should it only be women,
or say what you want to hear, and
but Lindsay, she said old, and I said, you seem a little bit older.
I'm not that much older than you.
You're going to be 40 in a few months.
Yeah.
You ain't no spring chicken. Gobble, gobble. You ain't no spring chicken. You're pushing 40.
Yeah.
Okay?
I think it's a turkey that goes gobble, gobble.
I don't care if it's a turkey or a chicken or a duck.
I feel as though it was too much. And so I came downstairs, and when you're giving your husband space and you need space from him and you're not trying to fuck with that motherfucker in the moment, I felt so bad. First I was mad. I got hot. Really, really hot. And then I was like, my poor husband can't catch a break, because I knew when I saw it, I laughed, but I got caught up on the word overrated, and I know the woman, I watch her on TV, I see how it could go down, but I had no idea that she actually had eyes on Michael Rapaport.
Somebody sent it to her.
Somebody must have sent it to her. And so I come downstairs to console you.
And this is nothing to me.
And you didn't give a fuck.
I did give two shits.
But I think you gave a fuck for us and me, because we have this podcast, and I don't.
And I'm a fan. I don't like to be misunderstood. And I felt like I clearly went out. Whenever I talk about Housewives, we always preface it.
Are we allowed to talk about this?
Of course.
Stuff?
And that's what and the thing that I loved about this is, if you're going to get on social media, you're going to, go with what the comments are, especially when it's something as mundane and as lighthearted as Summer House.
Right.
The comments were, bitch, you're crazy. Bitch, calm down. Other people were saying things about her lips. I don't do that. I don't attack women's looks.
Can't do that.
But a lot of people were saying things that her lips and that she seemed angry. And I just thought, I quoted in my head, the great Dorinda Medley, I tried to make it nice. And then I realized I could also make it not nice.
Right.
I said, let me not say anything, but I can make it not nice really quickly.
I am starting to sense that our current assortment of reality stars are rather sensitive. I find that they're in the comments and they care. And I want to bring back the days. I was talking to Kennedy, and she brought it up to me, my niece. And she said, Auntie Kebe, remember the days of Vanderpump Rules and all those seasons? People tore them apart. They didn't really, until the very end, really get in the comments.
Different time, though.
Different time.
The medium has grown.
But why this way? Because it's still reality. They haven't changed the format of the shows.
It's because they're bigger shows, they're bigger fan base. I understand why they're in the comments. I don't have a problem with that. That's fine, and that's part of the president's in the comments. Athletes are in the comments.
Those shows will start to have them on their contracts not to engage like that.
Well, I will tell you that based on my experience with traders, they do suggest all of those things, and they do ask about all those things.
Right.
However, at the end of the day, everybody could do what
You're a person, and
you can't say to a person on a reality show, you can't be in social media, because they also say, go on social media.
Post about it, right.
So that being said, Lindsay, we're fans. I do think that you've been redundant with the Carl thing. I do think that it's bizarre to have an aversion to not just hugging men, but to hugging people in general. I think that's weird. And we're going to move on.
She's very closed off. Yeah.
We're going to move on.
A lot of people don't like massage. They don't like to be touched.
But I will say this, Lindsay. Reach out to us. I would love an address or a business address to send you something for your 40th birthday, because your 40th birthday is right around the corner. And me, Michael Rapaport, I'll send you candies, send you something for your beautiful daughter. flowers, whatever. Because the 40th birthday is right around the corner. What else do we got, babe?
Well, we have the Real Housewives of Atlanta that I want to talk to you about because I'm not sure I'm feeling okay about the show. I mean, I know we went on and on about the Pinky argument at the table with Angela and Pinky's argument.
Have you seen they've animated that video?
It's funny.
They've broken that shit down. Like that fight between Pinky and Angela Oakley.
Epic. Iconic.
It has been broken down to the white meat.
It has.
I don't think I've ever seen a fight. Again, this is because the medium is so much bigger and people have access and they had to do AI. That shit has been broken down word for word, beat for beat. There's been recreations. It's AI. I saw it animated.
That's funny.
It's
That's
good.
funny. I would like to see it. I'd like to see Drunk Drawn do something on that fight.
Yes.
Anyway, I think that the show is got... I think
it's a soul problem.
It's a lack of Kenya Moore. It's a lack of Sheree. Shit. It's a lack of Nene. I just feel like it's not gelling. The whole group is not gelling.
They really don't. I feel like people are very aware. Obviously, you're going to become aware. Portia Williams, you're going to become aware, after you're doing it after a while. But I feel like they don't like each other.
Yes.
And the fighting in the shade, it's like fucking bloodbaths.
I don't want to watch a show where I feel like everybody doesn't really like each other and they're in it for the check or what it's going to bring. And you could see that's why the reality thing, it's got to be there. The real stories, the best seasons of shows. It's like when Erica was really going through it with Tom and those tears were real. And the objection to her friends, about was she in it? What these real things are necessary.
And even with Dorit, as nuts as she is,
as it is,
it's genuine.
It's genuine, right? Like, so, and there's a history there, and there's a rapport, and they've locked up Erica and Kyle and Dorit, and there's real friendship there,
and there's real hurt
and real pain. Like so.
Pinky and Angela Oakley going at each other like that. It's just like, first of all, we don't know you at all, Pinky.
We don't know either one of you enough for this fight to gel.
Do you know each other to go that hard on each other?
This was like a fight of two women on an aisle of Walmart to me. I was like, it had no context. You shouldn't be fighting like that over.
It was rough.
It was rough, and I don't know. I just feel like
and it was fun, but at what cost?
It was funny because it was so shocking and went on for so long, but I don't want that to be the biggest moment of this season. I feel like it is.
Yeah.
And that's weird to me. It's really
and babe,
strange.
I'm going to tell you because they come on one after another. I'm never going to quit you on some Brokeback Mountain shit. But I feel like I need to check out on the Real Housewives of Rhode Island and stream
really?
it. I can't. First of all, 9 o'clock
you're
on
talking
a Sunday,
about the commercials.
The commercials,
yeah.
And also I'm just like, what is this show? And I think the ratings are good because I think people are like the way they talk and they like all that stuff, and it's kind of like Jersey Shore, and it's also like Real Housewives in New Jersey. But I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, because I told you, it's giving a little too much love and hip hop. It really is. I don't know, and I'm not sure. Kay Michelle,
you talking about Rhode Island or?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm still on Atlanta. Because I have a thought about Kay Michelle, because she did come from Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
And I feel like she's on this show because she's promoting albums, because she's talking about albums.
Yeah.
And I think she don't want to be there. She definitely don't want to be there unless she has glam on. It's very base. It's not deep, and it needs to be. This show's been on a long time. But
we have high standards for the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
And Rhode Island, I'm sticking in there. I noticed you were kind of dozing off. You picked up your phone a lot. And that's usually a sign that you're just not in it. And the ladies, they all sound the same, look the same to you.
And I like that kind of like New York, Rhode Island. Like I like, Paisan, Goomba.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, what is this? I don't know. I don't know.
I think that let's go back. We felt that way about the Valley.
I know.
There's things that we felt. We have to give it a chance.
But I feel like it'll serve me particularly better to maybe let a couple of episodes build up, stream them, and then do it. Because
that's fair.
Watching it at 9 o'clock on a Sunday with the commercials, I'm always kind of like want to go to sleep early because it's starting the week off, and I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I can tell. Look, I want to ask you. Let's go back a little bit. And I feel shame about it.
Me too. You know why? Also, too, it's our thing, and we get so much joy out of it. And when it's losing its luster, I feel like It's like our foreplay. That's like, it's not good. We need to be excited to get in the bed. You know what I mean?
I don't want to be feeling like I have to watch this episode.
Yeah. How did you feel about the reunion of Beverly Hills?
I thought it was good. I thought it was a little redundant. Obviously, the Dorit, Kyle, Erica Jane, and the Bose, and that whole thing was the centerpiece. You know, I felt like
kind of boring, huh?
It was hitting the same thing over and over.
Yeah.
But I thought it was genuine. I thought Erica Jane was genuine.
Erica is a G, man. She's super, super vulnerable. I mean, after all she's been through, I think we're seeing the real Erica.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of relate that idea of like you give your whole heart to friends. She's very closed off. Not a woman that would really put her heart out there and trust people easily. And you see after what she's been through, she's really let these women in.
Yes.
And you could tell the hurt is for real.
And as crazy and as frustrating as Dorit is, she's being true to whatever
she's going through.
Yes. So that I respected. Again, I thought it was good. Obviously, there's been better, but I
just really pray
it's a blue chip show.
Yeah, it is. But I pray that for Dorit and these girls' friendships, that they need to give her a little break. You know, Erica didn't have close friends when she was being, you know, she was mommy dearest. She was very angry at times and rightfully so. They were coming at her, but what she was giving was a lot to take also, but she wasn't as close. They're looking at Dorit like we are there. We're there. And I wish they would.
Dorit can't see it.
She can't see it at all. Doesn't want to.
I will take another pivot with something that we watched that I didn't bring up in our pre-production meeting, because we go through our pre-production meeting. We have about 2 or 3 of them. We have a pre-production meeting the day before. We have a pre-production meeting before we do the show.
We had one walking home today from our lunch.
We do pre-production meetings all the time. What do you want to talk about? What don't you want to talk about? Reminding each other. These are the official pre-production meetings of Rapaport'S Light. We watched a documentary on Hulu called Nature Boy.
Oh, my goodness.
And it's a cult documentary.
Yes.
And it's basically a hood dude named Nature Boy. And he's a hood dude. He came up in a fucked up life. And he was a drug dealer. And he was a male stripper.
And he was in the foster care system. And
he did pornos. And he did gay pornos.
His mother died when he was 2 of crack.
And he sold drugs. And he went to jail. And he was in juvenile detention.
I mean, you know what? His life is so crazy that it should be a movie.
Yes.
It should be a movie.
And then he, kind of got fed up with the world, and he had this, it seemed very genuine at first, like I want to live off the grid and do something with my life and get away from this craziness, this getting
rat
in and out of trouble.
Right. He opened up a barbershop and he was doing well, but then it wasn't really where he was at. And he really always loved nature, like being outdoors and food and sustainability type person, I guess.
And then he, went to not Belize. He went to Costa Rica. And he went with a few people, and he started a cult.
Right. It was sort of.
And this is a black dude, by the way. So this was he's a hood black dude, and there were I don't want to say they're all hood, but it's an all black American cult.
Why it was enticing to the people who were watching. It was probably around COVID, George Floyd. Videos were really leaning towards we're melanated people, because his thing was called melanation, and we're black and we're beautiful and we are the original and we come from the soil.
And a lot of people were watching this on social media. We weren't.
And no,
he had a following.
I caught it a little bit because I caught some of it during COVID.
Right.
Yes, I remember showing you him because he was really, really hood. It was that sort of message from jail, when somebody goes to jail and they get enlightened and you're like, back to the drawing board. I feel like these young people they wanted to fit in. Like, it's what I always tell you. People want to be seen.
Yes.
I'm not necessarily one of them. I like to not be seen, but I think and being black and nature and living off the land and we can sustain and community and this sort of thing. And they fell for it, and it turned out.
And he fell for it, and it turned.
Do you think because I
that's what I don't. I think there was parts of me then in the beginning. I feel like people are always well intentioned when they start these ideas of community. I think that I didn't think thought it was going to turn into I'm going to wind up going to jail for fucking rape and he's going life in prison.
Life in prison.
And
times 10, I think.
He's in deep shit. Anyway, it's a 5-parter on Hulu.
It could have been 2.
It could have been 3.
Could have been.
It could have been 3, but then but it's good. It's worth watching. But the crazy thing is that because he was documenting himself on social media so much, we found more hardcore, R-rated versions of documentaries that have been made about him on YouTube that are even more interesting.
Yeah, I think a YouTube channel called Hood Horrors.
Hood Horrors, yes.
Yes, and we got
to give a shout out to him.
Yeah, that person, by the way, like Hulu should have went to this person and paid them because it was so in-depth. This is how I learned so much about the beginning of his life, right?
He's more documented than I am, and I'm a pretty successful person.
That's what you said when I was watching it. So we did a deep dive afterwards.
They have the dates. April 12th, he was into this. And,
it's crazy.
November 1992, I was like, who the fuck?
It's very strange how much information is on this person. But somebody with an ego, this was I was going to ask you, do you think when you say people have this intention that's like altruistic in the beginning, and then they see when people are listening to them, does that develop this sort of sense of like, I'm the leader, I'm the dictator? Because he was doing crazy. He's had these kids marrying each other, and then he said, nope, change that. They went to Vegas, all married each other, and then he was like, no, I'm marrying all the women, and we're going to live over here. It got very, very dark.
And then abuse.
And lots of abuse. But the YouTube series is like 47 parts. I mean, they're all like a half an hour and in depth.
It's like a Ken Burns documentary on this one person.
Literally, I watched 3
hours.
of them, and I'm like, I got to stop. It's too dark. That being said, I highly recommend it. It's really entertaining.
It's very entertaining, and like I said, it's a little redundant, but it's definitely these cult people and these cult docs. It's crazy.
I was looking at a YouTube video of this guy named Chase Hughes. He used to be like a CIA guy. I think I've showed you him before. He's talking about how you break people down. And he said people who say that could never happen to me, like when they look at a cult doc and they go, oh man, these people are crazy, whatever, that I would never be that person, are the most susceptible to it actually having, like with the fact. So when I watch it with you, I'm always like, yep, I could be right there. And you always tell me, babe, you're so vulnerable that could happen.
We're lucky you didn't get caught up in a fucking cult. Anyway, it's definitely worth watching. And, as much as we break balls about Atlanta, break balls about Rhode Island, break balls about Lindsay Hubbard, Summer House, so forth and so on, we love watching it. That's why we do the podcast, Rapaport'S Reality. And as I asked you in the beginning, make sure you subscribe, rate, review, and follow us for the next viral video, because there's going to be a viral video. I have to say something. We did a video. Kebe and I did a video.
How did that do?
It did very well.
Okay.
It did very well. And,
are people like on your side?
I don't think I've ever done a video. I'll be honest. I don't think I've ever done a video about anything sports related, housewives, politics, that people were like, if you were to do what's the percentage of people on your side, I say 95% of people on my side, especially when someone quote unquote claps back.
Right.
They were like, no B word.
Right. You had some issues during Traders, and a lot of people were on your side too.
Oh yeah, but the people on Traders, this was
different. Yeah, that was
but
rough.
you see it in the streets.
Everyone loves you.
They
My
quote
goodness,
me.
they quote you. Young girls, it's so cute.
They fucking quote me.
Old ladies say your lines like, "I'm the coolest, great, whatever."
Smartest, best looking, dopest, faithful of all the faithfuls. They quote me
so
on the
funny.
streets. They quote me on the planes.
Yeah.
They do it all over the place.
It's amazing.
So even when you don't win, you still win. Anyway, subscribe.
We like to keep the peace. We are in
especially
it
with this podcast.
Yeah, we're in it with.
You guys know my other persona.
Yes.
And that's part of me too. But this is the fun.
Yes, I can't get. Yes, this part is supposed to be fun. We're fans of the shows, so for me, I'm sorry that your feelings were hurt, Lindsay.
Keep it nice.
I want to say because we might see her at that thing that you told me we have to go to.
Oh yeah, we're making an appearance. We're going to a Summer House event.
Okay.
And I want to say where,
oh
when.
My God, great.
Are you already thinking about what you're going to wear? It's like 2 weeks away.
I think it's casual, isn't it? It's page 6. I don't think it.
There's going to be people taking pictures of us.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I cannot. I cannot.
Floss on these hoes. floss on them.
I don't do that. Well, listen, I come with peace and love, Lindsay.
Especially here.
I don't. I mean, always.
You're a mommy.
All of our intentions are peace and love.
And you're a mommy.
But I think that we'll be okay. I won't go in for a hug. Let's say that.
Oh, no. Yes. She doesn't like hugs.
I get it. I got it.
From anyone.
Right.
Even the men she's in love with. Or their mom.
Right.
And
I remember Carl was like, "Oh, you want a hug, huh?"
Yeah,
I think that you would literally. If I did that to you, I think that you would literally divorce me. I mean, I fight, and you should, as you should. Like,
who says that to your fiance?
I don't know.
Oh, you want a hug?
I don't know.
Like
it's personal. She's got a lot of stuff.
But this is your
fiance.
So what is sex like?
Oh, I don't know. People like that don't like to kiss or touch. Really like to get.
I don't know about that. I'm just saying, like, this is your fiance. So like when big spoon, little spoon. Oh, could you rub my back? Like, what is that?
Listen.
That's crazy.
Live and let live.
I can understand where you don't like to hug strangers. Cool.
Sure.
But you don't want to hug your fiance?
Maybe
and they weren't angry. She was like, I just don't like hugging.
She was irritated with him when she said it the first time on the show when they were still together.
Said it a couple of times. Anyway, subscribe, rate, review, and follow us on Instagram at Rapaport'S Reality. Love you, babe.
Love you, babe.